Conference in London. This is the first webinar in a series on the fundamentals of dispute resolution, so it's an introduction and an overview. What I'm going to do today is to go through what are really the three main types of dispute resolution which you're likely to come across in the oil and gas industry, namely litigation, arbitration, and ADR, or to give it its full name, alternative dispute resolution. What we're going to consider is the things that you should expect to come across, how those processes work, and very importantly, what to consider with your counsel at the outset when you're drafting a dispute resolution clause. Now, firstly, let's think about what we mean by disputes. And obviously, disputes come in all a variety of shapes and sizes, and there are criminal disputes. So you can end up in a dispute with the criminal authorities or with regulators. So, for instance, in cartel claims, a lot of regulators have criminal powers. The FCPA is very active in the is something which people need to consider in this area in oil and gas, and of course there are a wide variety of criminal offences which can be committed in this field. But what I want to focus on today are civil claims. That's really, in particular, claims from contractual counterparties, the people with whom you are entering into a contract. Now, with these people, you can decide in advance where you want your dispute to be heard, how you want it to be resolved, and you can choose the forum and the type of dispute resolution process. By contrast, if you've got a claim from an unrelated third party, it's really up to them. And what I mean by an unrelated third party is, you take an example that might crop up, Deepwater, or in the UK, the Buncefield incident, where the operator of an oil storage facility was negligent. There was an explosion, a huge explosion, the largest explosion since World War II, causing a huge amount of damage, and that led to a number of claims from parties affected. So that was both oil majors who had storage facilities affected by the explosion from the neighbouring site, local businesses, and members of the public, and they were able to bring claims in tort. There's nothing you can do about that in advance from a dispute resolution perspective of preparing which forum you want your claim to be heard in. That'll be up to the claimant because you don't have a contract with them. So today what I'm going to focus on is where you have the option with your contractual counterparty of deciding where you want your dispute to be heard.